I'm trying to merge three different tables in a single table, just like here, and also want to make sure that whenever I create one more table, it should automatically get included in the final report. Let's find out how to do this. Welcome to Pivoted. Now, before we start, just make sure that the header of each and every table is same. Let's start. So first thing that we are going to do is to convert all these tables into official Excel table. If you don't know about Excel tables and what is the difference between normal table that we are seeing here and the Excel tables, you can follow link which is given in the corner. Now, so first thing that we are going to do is we will convert this table into Excel table. For that, let's select any cell in the table. We will go to Insert tab, and here is this option called Table. Okay, or there is an option Control T. So you can also press Control T by selecting any cell in the table and press OK. This will convert this table into Excel table. Change the name. That is very important. Okay, so let's say call it region A. Let's convert this as well. Control T, enter. You are region B. And the last one, Control T, enter. Region C. Done. So first step is done. Second step is use Power Query to merge all these tables. Okay. So let's go to home tab, sorry, data tab, and here is this option called get and transform data. So let's go to get data first from other source and blank query. Look for the blank query. You may get this option in some other place, but in the same tab. Okay. So this will open up the Power Query editor. Now I'll start by typing equals to Excel. This is the only function that we are going to use here, so don't get scared. So Excel.current workbook. This is the function that we are going to use. So what it does is it will hunt for all the table, all the Excel tables in the current workbook and fetch it here. Fetch all of them here. So I'll press enter. And one more thing, while typing the function, you may have noticed that I am getting a autocomplete option, autocomplete list here. You won't be getting that. You may not be getting that because of the older version. I'm using 2021 version of Office, so that is the one feature that added. So anyway, now since we are using the function, there is a redundancy or recursion issue here. So first, before explaining that, let's call this final report without space. I'll copy this. Now, what is the redundancy here? The issue is whenever it runs, whenever the function runs on the background, it will look for all the tables. But now, since we are also making one different table called final report, which will include all the tables, when we run the same function again, it will also include this final report as well. So we have to exclude this. We have to make sure that this final report don't get included in itself. That will be a recursion issue. So for that, we will go to this option called name, and we will click on drop down list, and we will use the text filter option. We'll go to does not equals this option, and I'll paste the final report because this is the Excel table that is going to be created after we make all the operations here, and we don't want that report to be included in the same. So I'll click OK and done. I don't need this table, sorry, column, so I'll remove this. I only need this content because this is the content that we have here, tables, three tables. Next, we will click on this particular icon and press OK. Now you will see all this table is being populated and merged in a single cell, in a single table called final report. And you can change the header according to your need. Yeah. So please note that all these steps that we have followed in this Power Query is being recorded here. So every time we include a different table, a new table in the workbook, it will also follow the same step, okay, and get it included here in the final report. Now I'll go to Home tab to close and load, and there are two options here: close and load and close and load two. Now, if you want to just create a connection to the database and create a report here, you can select this option. But for the time being, we will go for this close and load option because we need a table. So as soon as I click on this, it will create a different table here called final report, and all the table that you are seeing here is being merged into single table. Now please note that if in case you want to edit the query you just run, you can do that by just clicking on the table, the final report table. You will find this new tab query and just click on edit, and you will find that Power Query Editor opened up, and if whatever you want to change, for example, I have forgot to change the data types of these two tables, these two columns. So you can do that by clicking. And the last one is, let's change the order ID to whole number. And you can see we are actually creating a model which will be followed every time a new table get included in this worksheet. So let's go to close and load, and it will reflect it here. Let's see what happens if I create one more table here. So let's create one more table where the headers are similar as before. Let's move it here. Let's call it region D. Okay, I'll copy this and okay. So let's call it region E then, and I'll select any cell in the table, press Ctrl T, enter, and then I'll go to table name and I'll change the table name as Control D. Sorry, region D. Let's call it region E. Done. So we have created 4 different tables here. Now, since we already have this much, what it is? Let's say, let's find out. So there are 101 counts here. So let's refresh this. And as soon as we create a refresh, you can see the count has been increased to 148. So it means that the region E also got included. And what if I change something? For example, let's say control minus, I updated something here in the current table, one of the tables. Let's see if this 148 mark is coming down or not. So I'll refresh it and I'll see, as you can see, the count is 138. So in other words, whatever be the number of tables that you are creating in the sheet, it will all get reflected here in the final report. That's all for today. I hope you have learned a lot of things. Let me know in the comment if you have any question or if you are stuck with anything in between. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.